Oh shit. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do a quick overrun of featured stories on the Infowars.com. Let's see here. WikiLeaks, angered activists overturned license. Monsanto. Those are some evil motherfuckers right there. All you gotta do is look at what they've done to farmers and their war against agriculture and free farming and free market and control of food and control of seeds. And you know, if you can't see that they're completely evil, you're insane. New TSA policy. Okay, here. New TSA policy orders travelers to freeze. A lot of the training is about an assumption of jurisdiction. Judges use the same thing. You know, when you go into a courtroom and they say, everybody stand. Go in, don't stand. They're little, you know, barbarian will come over to you and tell you to follow the orders. The whole idea is if you do what he says and you don't make your standing, then you are his subject, you are under his jurisdiction. They're trying to teach the cops the same things. When a cop comes, you're wearing the hat, and you're wearing the, you know, the big white cowboy hat, you know, you're the sheriff, you're in charge. His whole trick, everything they're teaching him is to take that hat from you, and he wants to wear the hat. He wants to make you his bitch. It's all about semantical tricks and jurisdictional tricks, and you have to stand your ground, and you have to let them know that an assumption of jurisdiction is an unlawful act and that you will be going after them, not the uniform but the man. You have every right to treat. These guys don't have jurisdiction. Now maybe if you had a license plate on your car and they pull you over, there's an assumption of jurisdiction there because it's a licensed car. But you know, you don't have a license plate and they pull you over, you know, there's no assumption of jurisdiction there. You have an unlawful act. And these people need to get this through their head. They're serving bankers. They're not of law anymore. They are, you know, they better watch out. And let's see, America's Nazi secret. Oh yeah. Well, Obama's is executive. It's commerce. Your entire system is based on a system of commerce. We need to, you know, it's all jurisdictionally based in a private commerce system, which is the Bank of England and the House of Rothschild. It is the Federal Reserve Note. That is where his power comes from, and your continued use, and you're building your life on the Federal Reserve Note. This is not wise. You know, if you want to remove these guys' control, step away from the Federal Reserve Note and start, you know, it's a process. It's like, you know, once you start to recognize these things, it is like walking up to the Grand Canyon. You can't just leap and get to the other side. You need to get prepared, you need to get what you need, plan your trip, and understand that where you want to be is on the other side, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take many steps, and it's going to take certain tools. But as long as you start the process, you will get to the other side. And you know, people tend to try and leap too far once they see where they want to be, and they fall flat on their face. This is, you know, you got to use wisdom, you have to use strategy. You're in a deep hole, you got to get yourself out, and it's a process. A lot of tools, a lot of great men have been dropping tools and truths and things you can use to get out of this hole, but you got to, you know, it takes time. So don't expect it to be an overnight change, but understanding the law and the jurisdictions of your life makes all the difference in the world. Race against water, ride on. Water fluoridation is another one of the tactics they're using to brainwash you and control you and disease you and weaken you. It's all about weakening you and damaging your body so that you do not develop properly. Collapsing U.S. economy, yeah, it's gone. Well, it's not U.S., it's actually the Federal Reserve. It's a private banking cartel. It's posing as the U.S., which has technically been taken over. Bureaucracy just formally. Monsanto claims integrity and transparency. Oh yeah, yeah. They can claim whatever they want. There's a thing called reality. Forbes. Family slugged with carbon tax-free. Yep, it's coming, people. You let them, you know, do this shit. They're gonna. The power to tax is the power to destroy, and to give these freaking lunatics, these paper tigers, these guys living in semantical paper madness, rule over your life. I mean, just step away. Just draw the line, and you know, it would be better to go and just sit and do nothing and starve to death than to support these people. The only power evil has is the power you give it, and the more people that's the only thing keeping this thing going is everybody's consent. Stop supporting it, stop consenting, and walk away. You're gonna, you know, don't bitch about it, man. If you're gonna sit there and support it, don't bitch about it. 60 days in prison. Yep. That's because he was probably a slave. He didn't understand the jurisdictions of his life. He consented to slavery. He stood in a court, tried the improper standing. Even though he was reading the Bible, many people read the Bible but don't get it. The books of the Bible are written by men making a testament of one of our greatest teachers, Jesus Christ. And they take it wrong. They don't get it. They don't have the proper foundation. It's really sad. You know, everything they do is about neutralizing, taking a positive and turning it into a negative. What does a positive look like? What does the cross look like? It looks like a man standing with his arms out, blessing God, standing under the sky, saying, "Thank you, God." And what do they try and turn you into? What, a negative. What does a negative look like? It looks like a fucking coffin, dead man. That's what it looks like. You know, this is what they're doing. They're just neutralizing Christianity. You know, but your heart has something to do with that. If you fall for that. Yeah, it's definitely speeding up. Big pharma criminality, no longer conspiracy. That's right. They are disgusting criminals engaged in crimes against humanity, and they all belong in prison. Yep. And now they realize you're waking up, so they want to try and figure out how to. Globalist Foundation looks to spike your milk. Absolutely. You know, if you're not going to take the shots, they're going to figure out a way to get that shit into you. They want to try and market you, make you their product. Yeah, these people don't understand that their soul is in their own keeping. These men don't understand what the oath is about. You take an oath and then you say, well, I got to follow orders. Dude, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. What do you think the point of the oath is? To a point you say, no, I don't agree. If you ever receive any type of order that you did receive, puts any kind of conflict into your heart or any kind of reservation, stop what you're doing and say, I don't like this, I need to research this, I'm not going to do it, I refuse. And then if they attack you, go after them. They don't have that right. You're standing on your oath. Fuck them, man. Don't do what they say. Well, I got a piece of paper here that says do this, so you got to do this. You're a fucking moron. TSA is ordering travelers to freeze. Yeah, that's the assumption of jurisdiction. They're teaching them semantical tricks to try and declare, just like the judges do, to try and get you to, you know, be a subject, and hey, so they can have some kind of jurisdiction over you. It's all based on fraud and ignorance of the law. You know, it's 100% criminal. But the people are so in such limited states, they don't get it. Controversy. Obama dead. Huh. Stairway to the Universe. What the devil doesn't want you to know. Huge increases. What he doesn't want you to know is your fucking rights. That's what he doesn't want you to know. That's all. That's everything he does. His whole deception is about getting you not to. It's all about allowing them to take what was given to you by God, which is your body, your life force, and a place in this world, and they get you to contract it away and go along with it. That's the only value you have. That's the richest thing. You are extremely rich and extremely powerful, and they con you into taking it from you. They don't have that right. They have to trick you. It has to be deceptive. They have to get you to consent. They have to get you to go along. He doesn't really have any power. Huge increase in demand for cell phone data by government. They're already... give me a break. They listen to whatever they want. The greatest threat to mankind... ignorance. Endgame in Syria. Let's see. Agenda 21. Oh man. Horrible, horrible stuff. Shut these fuckers down. UN, shut them down. Criminals, criminals, criminals engaged in crimes against humanity. These people belong in prison. The corn is dying all over America. There's that. I did a video on that. 60 days in jail. This is like repeating. Oh, TSA agents laugh at deaf man, call him fucking deafy, steals his candy. Watch this movie. Can you see it? The Experiment. It's based on the Stanford prison experiment, and it's like most movies. It takes elements of the truth and plays upon it, makes it more theatrical. But watch the process of the guards, watch the process of the breakdown, and then mirror that on a national scale, and you'll see where the TSA, these are the brown shirts. their attitude towards, they're trying to turn America into a giant prison, and that's what this is going to be like. And watch where they're at in their psychology, the way they're reacting, and watch this movie, and you'll start to see get an idea of where the progression is heading. So if we allow the TSA to continue, we allow these governing bodies to engage in acts of war against the free people of this country, then they're going to get more and more violent. And that's going to be the psychology. We're dealing with primitive people and primitive psychologies. They don't have a lot of awareness. So that's a good comparison to watch this and then think about the TSA and get the general zeitgeist of what the TSA is. I mean, there's going to be extremes here and there, but they are trying to, that'll give you an idea. And if you can sense that beat, the tone of what they're doing, you'll see where they're headed. And a good comparison is this, to see where they're going and where they're at. Drones, oh geez. Oh my God, sterilization campaigns. They take away their resources, destroy their, rape and pillage, and then, say they need to. These people are so evil. Yeah, we can't let these psychos run they want our water. Screw them. It's our water. They don't have any right to it. Obama, Romney, nothing but used car salesman people. That's all they are. What are you doing listening to these people? They're fucking just salesmen. Alright? Salesmen for the people raping and pillaging the fucking planet. Right on. Expose it more and more. Thought criminals. We already have pre-crime. They've been doing it for a long time. A lot of what statutes, acts, and deeds, rules of a society given the force of law through consent. There's no law being broken. It's pre-crime enforcement. It's ridiculous. It's conditioning and getting you used to that, and which, UN probably has something to do with the vaccines have been called unknown disease, probably. Scenes of despair. Right on. Americans' confidence in television drops to new low. God, I would hope so. Come on, people. Seriously? Who watches television anymore? Garbage collectors trained to spot terrorists. Oh, really? Okay, whatever. Rick Perry stands against Obamacare. Rick Perry. Who gives a fuck about Rick Perry? Pentagon takes over civilian duties and sprays mosquitoes. Well, technically, what do you have everywhere? You don't have civilian nothing. You don't have state nothing. You don't have local nothing. You have federal puppets, federal government. They're in your houses. Kick them out. They've infested like cockroaches in your houses. They're in the houses of the people. If you go there and you don't feel like it's your house and they are servants in the house of the people, then they need to get kicked out. Ask them what the hell they're doing there. But yeah, obviously, we need strategy. Got to have enough people. But yeah, they've infested the houses of the people, and they pose as government and play on the ignorance, which makes it a massive crime. They understand. These judges, these lawyers, they know you don't know your rights. What they're doing is 100% criminal. They're so fucking evil. It's just, they're putrid. They are just putrid. Anyway, that's just a quick overrun. I'm going to try and get better at doing this and more clear. But I do get angry and lose my clarity, my ability to articulate, because I just get so pissed off. But anyways, just some of my thoughts over some of the headlines on InfoWars. God bless.